Yes. Sorry. So once again, good evening and welcome to all of you for this GS session. I think this is GS session 5 that we are covering. And in this special GS session, we will discuss some topics of general studies. As you all know, as you are very much familiar, that as a humanities and social sciences student, you must have a very strong foundation of general studies. और इसीलिए we are having special sessions for general studies, जिससे आपकी न सिर्फ करंट अफेयर पूरी की पूरी तैयारी करा दी जाएगी, बल्कि आपकी जो स्टैटिक पोर्शन है जनरल स्टडीज की, इंडियन पॉलिटी हो, इंडियन इकोनॉमिक्स हो, या फिर आपकी ज्योग्राफी हो, हिस्ट्री हो, उसके जो कुछ पोर्शंस हैं वो हम डायनेमिक तरीके से स्टैटिक को जोड़ के आपको बताएंगे, और हम बताएंगे आपको बहुत इमेज के फॉर्मेट में, जिससे आप रिकॉल कर सको, याद रख सको। अदरवाइज क्या होता है कि बहुत ज़्यादा बल्कि हो जाता है, रीडिंग मटेरियल, हैंडआउट्स, लेक्चर्स, and no one has the time to move back and read them, revise them. So it's very important कि आपको लाइव सेशन के दौरान ही by a method of रीजनिंग आपको याद कराया जाए, चीज़ों को आपको समझाया जाए इस तरीके से कि आपको हमेशा के लिए वो याद हो जाए, एक बर्डन के रूप में नहीं, मेकिंग लर्निंग इजी, एंड दैट्स द होल प्रोसेस. सो लेट मी प्रेजेंट द स्क्रीन एंड स्टार्ट योर टुडेज क्लास. Is this PPT visible to all of you?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Fine.
Yes, sir.
Let's start today's class. It is GS5 today. याद आ रहा है ये सब देख के? सब भूल गए?
याद है सर.
याद है.
याद है सर.
बढ़िया बढ़िया. That's what I am expecting from all of you, to remember everything without any burden on your shoulders. Take it very easy कि हाँ मुझे पता है कि बांधवगढ़ नेशनल पार्क में हॉट एयर बलून सफारी स्टार्ट हो रहा है ना? It's so easy. वैक्सीन मैत्री क्या है, लिपू लेक क्या है, काला पानी क्या है ना? सृष्टि गोस्वामी कौन है, वोटर्स डे कब मनाते हैं, एंटी डिफेक्शन लॉ क्या है, अमेंडमेंट कौन सा था, गावी का फुल फॉर्म क्या है, इंपॉर्टेंट बाउंड्री लाइंस क्या हैं जिसको हमको याद रखने की ज़रूरत है, आर्टिकल 15 क्यों इम्पोर्टेंट है, ग्लोबल हंगर इंडेक्स में इंडिया का रैंकिंग क्या है ना, यूनेस्को ने किन 2 सिटीज़ को जो है वर्ल्ड हेरिटेज नेटवर्क में रखा है, और चैन
मेरा क्लास मिस हुआ उसको रिकवर कैसे करेंगे?
व्हाट?
जो क्लास मेरा मिस हुआ उसको रिकवर कैसे करेंगे?
Please, you already have been told that you will get the recordings, right? So don't worry and ask these all to the coordinator of your class.
Okay.
आपको जो पढ़ाया जा रहा है अभी, तो आपको रिकॉर्डिंग की चिंता है. एंटी डिफेक्शन लॉ इज इम्पोर्टेंट, और इसके साथ मेजर अमेंडमेंट टू द इंडियन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन इज इम्पोर्टेंट. फाइन. फिर हम आईपीएल के बारे में बात कर रहे थे. आईपीएल में जितने लोगों को ऑरेंज कैप मिलता है, पर्पल कैप मिलता है, बेस्ट प्लेयर अवार्ड, ये सब जितना मिलता है, एक बार आप लोग प्लीज विजिट देम. हु इज द चेयरमैन, हु इज द जनरल सेक्रेटरी, ये सब हम ऑलरेडी डिस्कस कर चुके हैं. यूएई के बारे में, यूएई की करेंसी क्या है?
दिनार.
फाइन, ग्रेट. एंड हु इज द प्रेसिडेंट ऑफ यूएई? We have discussed this in the last session. Yes?
Sir Khalifa bin Zayed Al Nahyan.
Yeah, fine, very good. And we talked about National School of Drama. We talked about Anupam Kher's book, Your Best Days Today. We also talked about Finance Commission. Who is the chairman of the 15th Finance Commission?
NK Singh.
Excellent. And we talked about UNESCO's World Network of Biosphere Reserve. Right. So which biosphere reserve is included in UNESCO's list?
Panna.
Panna. Panna is in which state? Madhya Pradesh.
Madhya Pradesh.
Excellent. I'm too much impressed by you people. And what about this tall statue of Sardar Patel? What is the height of Sardar Patel's statue?
182 meter.
Excellent. And when was Sardar Patel chaired the Congress session? Which Congress session was headed by Sardar Patel ji?
Karachi session.
Karachi session of Indian National Congress. Excellent. And who founded Indian National Congress?
AO Hume.
AO
AOU.
Hume.
In which year?
8085.
8085.
Excellent. And who is this man who National Education Day is celebrated in the birth anniversary of which famous personality?
Maulana Kalam.
Maulana
Abdul Kalam.
He was the first Education Minister of India. On the 11th of November, we celebrate National Education Day. Very fine. We talked about seaplanes. We talked about three kind of emergency in India: national emergency, state emergency, and financial emergency. And then we talked about Tarun Gogoi, and then the longest serving chief ministers of India also. Pawan Chamling is there, who has just defeated Jyoti Basu. And now sources of Indian Constitution was important. I have asked you too many questions from sources of the Indian Constitution. Now next Finance Commission is there. So yes, Article 280 talks about Finance Commission, and Article 281 talks about the recommendation of Finance Commission. 15th Finance Commission chaired by N.K. Singh has submitted its report to the President of India under Article 281, right? And 280 is about the Constitution of Finance Commission. So who is the current chairman of Finance Commission? It's N.K. Singh ji.
N.K. Singh.
And Secretary is Arvind Mehta for the 15th Finance Commission. Among the members is Shaktikant Das, then Anup Singh, Ramesh Chand, and Ashok Lahiri. These peoples are the member in the 15th Finance Commission. Fine. Now, this is the image that I have. Is this the same image that I have sent you through the WhatsApp group?
Yes, sir.
Fine. What is
Yes,
this?
sir.
It's about the Nobel Prize winners of
Nobel Prize
2020. And it's very important. I have already discussed one about the Nobel Peace Prize. Who has been given the Nobel Peace Prize?
World Food
Program. Excellent. What is where is the headquarter of World Food Program?
Rome, Italy.
Geneva.
Rome, sir. Rome, Italy.
Italy, Rome. Excellent. Fine. Now we will talk about World Food Program in next of our slides because it is very important. This year is very important for World Food Program, WFP. Now, who is the Nobel Prize winner in literature? It's Louis Gluck. And she had talked about the beauty of an individual existence of the universal. So Louis Gluck in literature, and in economics we have Robert Wilson and Paul Milgram. These two people for auction theory. Auction theory, नीलामी जो होती है ना, उसमें इम्प्रूवमेंट लाया ऑक्शन थ्योरी को और जस्ट बनाने के लिए. And for that, Robert Wilson and Paul Milgram had been conferred Nobel Prize in Economics. For peace, World Food Program has been selected, and for literature, it's Louis Gluck. फिजिक्स के लिए मिला है रॉगर पेनरोज और रेनहार्ड गेंजल एंड एंड्रिया गिज को. ठीक है, ये जनरल थ्योरी ऑफ रिलेटिविटी के स्ट्रैंड के लिए मिला है. और केमिस्ट्री में मिला है चार्पेंटियर एंड जेनिफर डाउंडा को जीनोम एडिटिंग के लिए. Names are difficult, but once you see this picture for 2-3 times, it won't be much difficult for you to remember. So at least you will be able to find the answers among the 4 options. So please concentrate on this picture for at least 2-3-4 minutes regularly for 6-7 days, and then you will get to find the correct answer. For physiology or medicine, there is 3 people here. For the discovery of hepatitis C virus, they have been conferred the Swedish Nobel Prize 2020. I have already forwarded this particular topic through your WhatsApp. Please visit this topic at least 2-3 minutes daily. It will help you so much in answering a question. Answering one question will fetch 3 marks, and for 3 marks, you can better give 3 minutes of your day. So that's very important. Please remember these names. There is no other way to remember other than getting in a mood of revision. Next is Atal Tunnel. You might have seen Prime Minister Modi inaugurating this Atal Tunnel. And this was called Rohtang Tunnel, which was named after former Prime Minister of India, Bharat Ratna Atal Bihari Vajpayee. Because in 2002, he laid the foundation stone for this tunnel, which is 9.02 kilometer long. And it is just located below the Rohtang Pass. And this tunnel was earlier named as Rohtang Tunnel. And this is located just below the Rohtang Pass, and it connects Manali to Lahore Spiti Valley. So it's very important. The areas of Ladakh will now have greater access, and distance will be reduced to 46 kilometers. Fine. So this tunnel, Prime Minister inaugurated this Atal Bihari Vajpayee tunnel. This is the world's longest highway tunnel. This fact is very important. Anyone can ask you which among the following is world's largest highway tunnel. My dear friend, it's Atal Bihari Vajpayee tunnel, which is near below the Rohtang Pass. These passes are very important in geography. Rohtang Pass happens to be in Himachal Pradesh, in the Pir Panjal range of Himalayas. Now your geography mentor, Ms. Sipra ma'am, will teach you more about the different passes that are important for your examination and how Himalayas is distributed. So this is the longest tunnel, that is Rohtang Tunnel or Atal Bihari Vajpayee Tunnel, which is of length of 9.02 kilometers. And it is developed by an organization named Border Road Organization, BRO. ये बहुत important है. जो भी हमारे देश के बॉर्डरिंग एरियाज हैं, हमारे देश के ऐसे स्टेट्स हैं जो इंटरनेशनल बॉर्डर शेयर करते हैं, ऐसे स्टेट्स के अंदर बहुत क्रूशियल नेशनल सिक्योरिटी के लिए जो रोड्स और इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर डेवलप होती है, वो एक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन हमारे देश में बनाती है जिसका नाम है बॉर्डर रोड ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, BRO. I hope you understood this. Now moving forward, who is these people? Two of them you might be knowing. One is S. Jaisankar, India's External Affairs Minister. This is Foreign Minister. And other one is India's Defense Minister, Sri Rajnath Singh Ji. Now you will tell me what is the recent book that S. Jaisankar wrote. What is the name of that book? Hello, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
What is the name of the book S. Jaisankar wrote few months back?
The India Way.
The India Way is the book S. Jaisankar wrote about India's strategic autonomy and its foreign policy for the 21st century under Modi regime. So the book name is The India Way. Just left to him is standing India's Defense Minister Sri Rajnath Singh Ji, and the other two happens to be the Secretary of State Mike Pompeo and Secretary of Defense for United States of America Mark Esper. So these four people are there. Why? It is called 2+2 dialogue. Fine. And this is the third time, my dear friends, please have a notebook and pen while I am taking your class. While I am discussing everything in your class, most of the points are something which is very important for your GS and you must note down, and I am going to ask you questions from what I have taught over my live class so that you can revise those important facts and informations. So this is 2 plus 2, 2 from US side and 2 from Indian side. This is a new scheme of ministerial dialogue, and this was the third time that 2 plus 2 dialogue was arranged and organized. Mike Pompeo is there, Mark Esper is there, Rajnath Singh ji is there, and Sri S. Jaishankar is there. 2 plus 2, 2 from America and 2 from Indian side. So this is the third time. First 2 plus 2 dialogue was arranged in September 2018. And then again, second 2 plus 2 dialogue was arranged in Washington in 2019, Washington DC. And this is the third time that India is hosting this dialogue. Why third 2 plus 2 dialogue is important is because India signed a military pact named BECA, B-E-C-A, Basic Exchange and Cooperation Agreement for Geospatial Cooperation. I'm repeating, India signed BECA. It's a type of a military agreement that India signed during the third India-US 2 plus 2 ministerial dialogue, in which India signed on a military agreement called BECA, Basic Exchange of Cooperation Agreement for Geospatial Cooperation. This will give more access to India in space and space technology and surveillance. So India signed this 2 plus 2 dialogue, BECA agreement in the third India-US 2 plus 2 ministerial dialogue. Fine. So this is a question that who represented India? Sri Rajnath Singh in the capacity of Defense Minister, Raksha Mantri के रूप में, and Sri S. Jaishankar विदेश मंत्री के रूप में 2 plus 2 dialogue में participate करते हैं. Fine. Next is what? It's about French Open. Who won the French Open? Rafael Nadal won the men's title, and Iga Swiatek won the women's title. She is very important. This is because she is the first Polish woman to achieve this success. She is the first Polish. Rafael Nadal belongs to Spain and Iga Swiatek belongs to Poland. So she is the first Polish to win French Open. And this was the 124th edition of French Women, in which Nadal and Iga Swiatek, both of them won the titles, respective in male and female category. Next question is about a revision. Who is the current head elected for World Trade Organization? She is a female from Nigeria, and she got elected to the highest decision-making body of WTO. Who is she? Nagonji Ikonjo-Awa. Fine. She was the first woman and first African Nigerian woman to hold this post. Excellent. And who happens to be the Prime Minister of New Zealand? Jacinda Ardern. Fine, very good. Next is a very important with respect to your modern Indian history and respect to a one of the prominent religion of the world called Sikhism. Government of India has planned for iconic celebration for the 400th birth anniversary of Sri Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Ji. Under Home Ministry Secretary Ajay Bhalla, a committee had been set up in which ex-former Prime Minister of India Manmohan Singh is also a member. A committee has been set up for celebration for the 400th birth anniversary of Sri Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Ji. Sikhism is one of the prominent religion of the world. And what is important for your exam with respect to Sikhism is the 10 Sikh Gurus who were the torch bearers of this new founded religion by Sri Guru Nanak Dev Ji. So who was the first master or first guru in Sikhism? It's Sri Guru Nanak Dev Ji. And this might be a question in your examination कि गुरु तेग बहादुर साहिब जी सिखों के कितनेवें गुरु थे? He was the 9th guru. He was the 9th guru, 1621 to 1675 is the timeline. He was the master of the religion called Sikhism, Guru Tegh Bahadur. Unfortunately, you might have heard a ruler of medieval Indian history named Aurangzeb. Aurangzeb proclaimed an execution plan, and this Sikh guru, the 9th Sikh guru, Guru Tegh Bahadur, has been beheaded in 1675. He was killed by the order of the medieval Indian ruler Aurangzeb. Often in examination, you will counter this question that who was the Sikh guru who was beheaded by Aurangzeb? My dear friends, it's Sri Guru Tegh Bahadur Sahib Ji, the 9th master among the 10 Sikh gurus who was beheaded by Aurangzeb. And government of India has decided to celebrate the 400th birth anniversary of Sri Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji. And at least you must remember the first five Sikh gurus' name in a chronological manner. They might ask you to arrange the order of the first, second, third, fourth, and fifth Sikh guru. So Guru Nanak was the first master, Guru Angad was the second, Guru Amar Das was the third, Guru Ram Das was the fourth, and Guru Arjan Dev was the fifth master among the 10 Sikh gurus, and Sri Guru Tegh Bahadur was the 9th guru. In your modern Indian history class, Mr. Susil sir will tell you deeply about how Sikhism came, how Sikhism became a prominent religion, and what are the important facts related to Sikhism that you must know for your exam. So in your history class, he will talk and he will tell you more deeply about this. But in this GS session, this is sufficient for your exam. Now, International Solar Alliance and an International Solar Alliance Award 2020. My dear friends, it's very matter of great pride as a Indians that under Prime Minister Modi's leadership, we have established, we have founded an intergovernmental organization called International Solar Alliance. And this is the first international organization to be headquartered in India. During the Paris Climate Conference in 2015, on 30th November, Indian Prime Minister PM Modi and France counterpart Emmanuel Macron you just check whether it was Emmanuel Macron or François Hollande, because I think in 2015 it was François Hollande who was the Prime Minister for French Republic. So in the Paris Climate Conference in 2015, this organization called International Solar Alliance was formed, and it is an organization of 121 countries. 121 देशों का एक संगठन है. Those countries that fall between the Tropic of Cancer and the Tropic of Capricorn. इन दोनों रेखाओं के बीच जो 121 लगभग देश हैं, उनका ये एक सौर्य ऊर्जा संगठन है, जिसका की जो मुख्यालय है वह भारत के गुरुग्राम जो हरियाणा में है वहां पे स्थित है. यह पहला अंतरराष्ट्रीय संगठन है जिसका कि मुख्यालय भारत के अंदर है, और इसकी स्थापना 2015 में प्रधानमंत्री मोदी और उनके फ्रांस के प्रधानमंत्री French president, sorry, both of them launched this International Solar Alliance. And this is an intergovernmental organization for countries falling between Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn. This was important point. But more important is International Solar Alliance Award 2020. This is the very first time, my dear friend, that this newly formed International Solar Alliance is giving award for encouragement to promote renewable energy. There are three kinds of categories of award for International Solar Alliance. First is Kalpana Chawla Haryana Solar Award. Second is Karnataka Bisweswaraya Solar Award. And third is International Solar Alliance Divakar Solar Award. As you very famously know, Divakar is a synonym in Hindi. You might be knowing Bhaskar, Divakar, Aditya. These are the words that are synonyms for the sun. So these have an equal meaning. So there is three award, one in the name of Kalpana Chawla, second in the name of Bisweswaraya, and third is the Divakar Solar Award. Now, going little deep, may I ask you, who was Kalpana Chawla?
First
woman to go in space.
First, she was an Indian-born American. She belonged to India, and she was the first woman. She was the first to go into the space, Miss Kalpana Chawla. And more important is, this award, Kalpana Chawla Award, is given to scientists and engineers, those who are working in solar energy. And this time, write it down, Dr. Bhim Singh from IIT Delhi has been given this International Solar Alliance Kalpana Chawla Haryana Solar Award. Bhim Singh and Dr. Asia Elenum, these two people has been given Kalpana Chawla Haryana Solar Award. Now, the second award is Karnataka Bisweswaraya Solar Award. Who was Bisweswaraya? Any answer? No one knew? No one is aware of who was Bisweswaraya? Sad to know. It's very unfortunate that you people don't know who was Bisweswaraya. So, do you know when we celebrate National Engineers Day? We celebrate Nation's Engineers Day on 15th of September. Fine? And when do we celebrate International Women's Day?
8
March.
8th of March. We celebrate International Women's Day on 8th of March, and we celebrate Nation Engineers Day on 15th of September, on the very birth anniversary of Mokshagundam Bisweswaraya. It's Mokshagundam Bisweswaraya. He was the founder of modern Mysore state. And in 1955, he was given the exemplary Bharat Ratna Award. He was also a Diwan of Mysore, and he played an instrumental role in the construction of Krishna Raja Sagar Dam. It's a very famous dam in South India, Krishna Raj Sagar Dam. So he was instrumental in the construction of that dam. He was the Diwan of Mysore. He is known as the founder of modern Mysore, an excellent prolific engineer, and his economic thought are also well respected in India. Mokshagundam Bisweswaraya. So Government of India, International Solar Alliance has dedicated this award Karnataka Visvesvaraya Solar Award for the best floating project in each country. And you know who is the winner of first International Solar Alliance Karnataka Visvesvaraya Award? It is Japan in Asia Pacific. Write it down. Japan has won the award in Asia Pacific category, and it is Netherlands which has won Karnataka Visvesvaraya Solar Award for Europe. And who won the Kalpana Chawla Award? Dr. Bhim Singh and Dr. Asa Alumanam, both of them. And for Karnataka Visvesvaraya Solar Award, Japan won from Asia Pacific and Netherlands has won from Europe. Now the third award, the Divakar Solar Award. This award is presented to organizations who work with the children and those with the special needs, and for the promotion of solar energy in the host country. So two organizations has been selected for the Divakar Award. One is
Japan.
what? It's not Japan. For Divakar Solar Award, it's Arpan Institute of Haryana, and second is Arusi Society that won the ISA Divakar Solar Award, the first International Solar Award 2020. How many of you have understood the difference of these three awards and who have won the first International Solar Alliance Award in the Kalpana Chawla, Visvesvaraya and Divakar Solar Awards? No one understood?
So Dr. Bhim Singh or Asia Element.
Do I need to repeat this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, once again.
Fine. So this International Solar Alliance is an intergovernmental organization that is set up in 2015 when Prime Minister Modi visited Paris for a Paris Climate Conference. There with the French counterpart, the French president, we have established this International Solar Alliance. Though India and France is the founder of International Solar Alliance, it is headquartered in Gurugram, Haryana. Noteworthy is the point that it is the first international organization which is headquartered in India. And it is an organization of 121 countries, which lies between Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn. These are solar rich country. And what is the idea is to promote and harness the effectiveness of solar energy, renewable source of energy, so that we can be protected from the devastating effect of global climate change, from pollutions, from carbon dioxide, from the use of fossil fuels. So moving toward an alternative source of energy. Now, what ISA did in 2020, it has announced the first award. First time it is announcing its award, and that's why it is historic, it's important, who has been given the first ISA award. So this was the first time, and 3 awards is constituted. First is Kalpana Chawla Haryana Solar Award. This is given to scientist engineer जो काम करते हैं सोलर एनर्जी के फील्ड में, उनको सम्मानित करने के लिए, उनको प्रोत्साहित करने के लिए ये अवार्ड आया। और इस अवार्ड को डॉक्टर भीम सिंह IIT दिल्ली और डॉक्टर ऐसा अलूनम को दिया गया। दूसरा अवार्ड विश्वेश्वरैया सोलर अवार्ड है जो ISA के अंदर दिया जा रहा है, और इसको दिया गया है, जापान को दिया गया है एशिया पैसिफिक कैटेगरी में, और नीदरलैंड को यूरोपियन कैटेगरी में मिला है पहला ISA कर्नाटका विश्वेश्वरैया सोलर अवार्ड। जो तीसरा ISA दिवाकर सोलर अवार्ड है, ये दिया जाता है उन संगठनों को जो काम कर रहे हैं बच्चों के साथ या सोलर एनर्जी को हार्नेस करने के लिए अपने देश में काम कर रहे हैं, प्रमोट करने के लिए काम कर रहे हैं। ऐसे संगठनों को सम्मानित करने के लिए दिवाकर सोलर अवार्ड है, और इसका पहला अवार्ड अर्पण इंस्टीट्यूट और आरुषि सोसाइटी को ज्वाइंटली दिया गया है। क्या मेरी बात आप सभी को समझ आई?
Yes, sir.
Fine. Should we proceed further? क्या आगे बढ़ा जाए?
Yes, sir.
Fine. Thank you. Now the next important topic, on the 14th of October 2020, you are seeing the 75 rupees coin. PM Modi has released this commemorative coin of 75 to mark the 75th anniversary of the Food and Agriculture Organization. And you better know why FAO is important this year. You also know what is the headquarter of FAO. Fine. And he released this coin on the 16th of October, the very foundation day of FAO in 1945. India had a very historic, long association with FAO. And what PM announced that it dedicated 70 developed bio-fortified varieties. So it dedicated 17 developed bio-fortified varieties. And he, as a mark of respect to the Food and Agriculture Organization, PM Modi has unveiled this 75 rupees coin. So this FAO came into existence in 1945, you must know, and that's why they are celebrating its 75th anniversary. The next important thing is this Shanghai Cooperation Organization, SCO. Fine. Who is this man in the picture?
Ravi Shankar Prasad.
Sri Ravi Shankar Prasad ji. He happens to be the IT and Justice Minister of India, Law and Justice Minister. So he represented India in the 7th meeting of the Ministers of Justice at the Shanghai Cooperation Organization. And India was the host to this virtual summit of 7th meeting. Now the question is, SCO kya hai? And why it is important? My dear friend, 1996 में एक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन बनती है, 5 देश मिलकर इसकी शुरुआत करते हैं. सेंट्रल हमारा जो एशिया है और जो हमारे सेंट्रल एशिया के कुछ पोर्शंस हैं, एक कलेक्टिव सिक्योरिटी के लिए, एक कलेक्टिव एफर्ट के लिए, पीस के लिए, कॉपरेशन और डेवलपमेंट के लिए 1996 में 5 देश मिलके एक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन का गठन करते हैं. उन 5 देशों में पहला है चाइना, दूसरा है कजाकिस्तान, तीसरा है किर्गिजिस्तान, चौथा है रशिया, 5वां है ताजिकिस्तान. These were called, this was the member of SCO 5. These 5 countries has founded an organization called SCO in 1996. In 2001, a new member called Uzbekistan was added to the SCO. So when was Uzbekistan added? 2001.
2001.
Excellent, good. And India and Pakistan, these 2 countries, the 7th and the 8th country, has been added or included into the list of the Shanghai Cooperation Organization only in 2017. So now how many members country are a part of SCO? This is a question that may be asked. How many countries are member of SCO?
8.
8. And how many original members were there?
5.
5. Which country was added to the SCO in 2001?
Uzbekistan.
When did India and Pakistan was added to the list of SCO members? 2017. Where is the headquarter of SCO?
Shanghai.
Shanghai. This is the point where you will be confusing, because though it's a Shanghai Cooperation Organization, and options will definitely, one of the options will come Shanghai to confuse you, because it is in the Shanghai, in the name itself. But the headquarter of Shanghai Cooperation Organization is not Shanghai, but Beijing. Okay, so I hope now after this session you will not be doing any mistake in clicking the right option for the headquarter of SCO. So where is the headquarter of SCO?
Beijing.
Beijing.
Beijing. It's not Shanghai but Beijing. All of you, please pay concentration, pay attention. The headquarter of SCO is in
Beijing.
Beijing. There is another sub-organization under SCO that's called Regional Anti-Terrorism Squad, RATS. And its headquarters is in Tashkent. It's a simple fact you must know. RATS का headquarter ताशकंद में है और SCO का headquarter बीजिंग में है, संघाई में नहीं है. There is 8-member country and India and Pakistan got included into 2017. Now another important point is इसकी 19th जो मीटिंग हुई है हेड ऑफ द स्टेट्स की, जो सबसे इसकी सुप्रीम बॉडी है, 19th मीटिंग हुई है बिस्केक में 2019 में. बिस्केक किसकी कैपिटल है? आपसे सवाल है. बताओ. कहाँ गया? Where are you all?
Yes, sir.
Kyrgyzstan.
What? Please answer fastly. This is not something which is acceptable. Please. No one. How many member states are there in SCO?
Sir, 8.
Where did 19th SCO summit held? Where did 19th SCO summit held? Bishkek, Kyrgyzstan. It's a capital of that Kyrgyzstan, if I'm spelling it rightly. And India and Pakistan got included in
2017.
2017. Fine. So when India will be hosting, this is a question of importance. Let me check. So Venkaiah Naidu from India has participated in the 19th SCO, and India assumed the chair of Shanghai Cooperation Organization Council of Head of the Government on November 2 last year, Uzbek. So when will India host the SCO is a question. Yes. Now the 19th SCO meet was arranged in the Bishkek, the capital of Kyrgyzstan, and 20th Shanghai Cooperation Organization Summit was held via video conferencing, and it was hosted by no other than India itself. Unfortunately, all these summits that were going on was hosted by India. This was the very fortunate moment for India that India had been given the chance to host many of the summits this year, but due to the COVID-19 pandemic, all these summits were virtual. And Prime Minister Modi addressed all these sessions virtually online. So this time Venkaiah Naidu instead had addressed the SCO, and India got full membership in 2017. These facts are very important. How many countries are there in SCO? There are 8 country member states. You must know the name of all of these nations. Okay? And 7th meeting for the Ministers of Justice was there in India, and These are the some of the facts that you know as a GS point of view for the Shanghai Cooperation Organization. Fine. Kasturi Cotton, India. And the Minister of Textiles, Srimati Smriti Juvin Irani. So she became the member of parliament by defeating dash at dash. Fill in this blank.
Rahul Gandhi from Amethi.
From Amethi. She defeated Rahul Gandhi and historically moved to the Indian parliament. And she had been given the Ministry of Textile. And she had launched the Indian cotton brand called Kasturi Cotton. This is very important. India has launched its own cotton brand called Kasturi Cotton India as a brand in world cotton market. This is the first ever brand and logo for the Indian cotton. इससे पहले इंडियन कॉटन का कोई एक्सक्लूसिव नाम, ब्रांड और लोगो नहीं था. But from now onward, Indian cotton will be exported in the name of Kasturi Cotton. On the second World Cotton Day, Smriti Juvin Irani announced that India will now have its own Kasturi Cotton. Now the question is, when do we celebrate World Cotton Day? Dear friends, 7th of October. We celebrated 7th of October 2019 as the first Cotton Day, and now in 2020, 7th October is celebrated as the second Cotton Day. And on this second Cotton Day, on this occasion, special occasion, the Textile Minister Smriti Juvin Irani has launched India's own indigenous logo and brand of Indian cotton called Kasturi Cotton. तो आपको कंफ्यूज करने के लिए 4 नाम दे देंगे. कस्तूरी भी उसमें रहेगा कि इंडियन ब्रांड ऑफ कॉटन का नाम क्या है. एक क्वेश्चन कॉटन से रिलेटेड और इंडियन ज्योग्राफी से रिलेटेड. विच स्टेट ऑफ इंडिया इज द हाईएस्ट प्रोड्यूसर ऑफ कॉटन? देश का कौन सा वो राज्य है जहां कॉटन की खेती सबसे ज्यादा होती है?
इंडिया.
व्हाट? विच स्टेट ऑफ इंडिया? No one knew?
Gujarat.
It's Maharashtra. Maharashtra is the top in production of in cotton, and India is also the world's largest cotton producing country. And cotton is measured in a unit called bales. ये आपको पता होना चाहिए as a GS point of view. Okay? याद रहेगी?
Yes, sir.
Bale is generally a package. It's a bundle. So we call a bale of cotton. Right? So it's an English word. You will encounter this in your English session also. That when what we use, what जैसे हम लोग कहते हैं ना, hives of bees. ठीक उसी तरीके से it's a bale of cotton. It's a bundle of cotton. So unit of cotton is bales. Kasturi Cotton is the Indian cotton brand. 7 October is the Cotton Day. And Maharashtra is the largest producer of cotton in India. And India also is the world's largest producer of cotton. Now another question from Indian geography or geography in general. Cotton को produce करने के लिए which soil among the following is the best? Alluvial, sedimentary, black soil, which one?
So black.
Black.
Black. Anyone else? No one knew? No one. Yes, it's black sand loamy. Black soils are considered to be the best for growing of cotton in India. Next important fact for your GS and for your exam is Financial Action Task Force, and it has retained Pakistan on the grey list till February 2021. And now it also extended because Pakistan had not followed the guidelines and had not worked on 6 of the parameters out of the 27 parameters that Financial Action Task Force has designated Pakistan to. 1989 में there is a group of country called G7. There is a group of country called G7 ने 1989 में मनी लॉन्ड्रिंग को रोकने के लिए एक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन इंटर गवर्नमेंटल एजेंसी को एस्टैब्लिश करते हैं जिसका नाम होता है फाइनेंशियल एक्शन टास्क फोर्स। ये मनी लॉन्ड्रिंग को रोकने के लिए बनता है G7 कंट्रियों के द्वारा 1989 में। बट सब्सिक्वेंटली 2001 आते आते टेरर फिनेंसिंग एक बहुत बड़ा इशू हो गया। दुनिया भर में ब्लैक मनी का इस्तेमाल आतंकवाद को बढ़ावा देने के लिए किया जाने लगा। इसीलिए मनी लॉन्ड्रिंग के साथ साथ फाइनेंशियल एक्शन टास्क फोर्स के अंदर फाइनेंशियल एक्शन टास्क फोर्स के अंदर टेरर फिनेंस को भी रोकने के लिए इस एजेंसी ने काम करना शुरू किया। इस एजेंसी का हेडक्वार्टर कहां है? No one knows. Its headquarter is in Paris. And where is the headquarter of an human rights organization called Amnesty International? It's in London. Similarly, the headquarter of Financial Action Task Force is in Paris. It was formed in 1989 by the G7 countries, and it has designated Pakistan in the grey list. It has blacklist also, but Pakistan has been given into a category of grey list, and it is under complete surveillance, and this organization is acting as a watchdog और ये देख रहा है कि जो कंपाइलेंस FATF चाहती है, क्योंकि पाकिस्तान में माना जाता है कि वहां पे ब्लैक मनी लॉन्ड्रिंग हो रहा है, वहां पे पैसा जो है आतंकवाद को बढ़ावा देने के लिए किया जा रहा है, तो इनको रोकने के लिए पाकिस्तान की सरकार को FATF ने कुछ चीजों को कंपाइल करने के लिए कुछ जो है रेगुलेशंस लगाए हैं। अगर पाकिस्तान उन रेगुलेशंस पे खरा उतरेगा तो इसको ग्रे लिस्ट से बाहर कर दिया जाएगा। अदरवाइज अगर वो कंटिन्यू करता है इसी तरीके के अपने रवैये को तो शायद उसे ब्लैक लिस्ट में डाल देंगे, जिसके बाद वो कोई भी दुनिया के किसी देश से फॉरेन एड नहीं ले सकता है और दुनिया में उसकी आर्थिक स्थिति पे बहुत ज्यादा समस्याएं उत्पन्न हो जाएंगी। Next is Indian Army has developed a secure application for internet, or in short you can say SAI, SAI, similar to WhatsApp, Instagram or Telegram. It's not Instagram, it's like similar to WhatsApp and Telegram. It's a secured application through which army men can send message, can do personalized chats and perform functions as they do through WhatsApp and through Telegram. This is Indian Army, which has developed the secure application for internet to protect India's data privacy, to protect the interest of India's national integration, and to protect Indian Army's crucial information to be shared to WhatsApp and other mobile application servers. So to protect and to increase the privacy of Indian Army has developed SAI, or called Secure Application for Internet. It is similar like WhatsApp or Telegram. Next question is, when do we celebrate Indian Army Day? Similar questions related to this. When do we celebrate Indian Army Day?
15 जनवरी।
15 जनवरी, बहुत अच्छा जवाब। 15 जनवरी को मनाते हैं, और क्यों मनाते हैं? इट्स बिकॉज ऑफ फील्ड मार्शल M. Cariappa, was the first इंडियन आर्मी कमांडर इन चीफ, और उन्हीं की याद में हम मनाते हैं आर्मी डे। जनरल करियप्पा was the first commander in chief of India। और लास्ट जो अंग्रेज जब जा रहे थे तो कमांडर इन चीफ कौन था? जनरल फ्रांसिस बूचर, जिसको हटने के बाद जनरल करियप्पा आते हैं कमांडर इन चीफ के रूप में भारत में, भारत के पहले और भारत के लास्ट, अंग्रेजों के हिसाब से जो लास्ट थे वो जनरल फ्रांसिस बूचर थे, कमांडर इन चीफ भारत के। और उसके बाद करियप्पा आते हैं और उन्हीं को याद करते हुए हम 15 जनवरी को आर्मी डे मनाते हैं। और आर्मी ने अभी एक एप्लीकेशन लॉन्च किया है अपने लोगों के लिए, आर्मी कम्युनिटी के लिए, ताकि व्हाट्सएप जैसे प्राइवेसी इश्यूज हैं उन सब चीज़ों में तो प्राइवेसी सिक्योर्ड रहे, इसके लिए उस एप्लीकेशन का नाम है सिक्योर एप्लीकेशन फॉर इंटरनेट। एंड नेक्स्ट इज स्मार्ट ब्लैक बोर्ड स्कीम। डिजिटल इंडिया को प्रमोट करते हुए तमिलनाडु स्टेट ने स्मार्ट ब्लैक बोर्ड स्कीम लाया है, जिसमें डिजिटल स्मार्ट बोर्ड्स क्लासेस में इंक्लूड करा गया है स्टूडेंट के लर्निंग एक्सपीरियंस को इनहैंस करने के लिए। एंड लास्ट, द 12th शेड्यूल ऑफ द इंडियन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन। You better know Schedule 1 to Schedule 12. I have already discussed this too many times, but still I am just repeating. Schedule 1 talks about the state and union territory, the name and the boundary. Schedule 2 talks about the salary, the power of governor, president, speaker, deputy speaker, Lok Sabha, Supreme Court and High Court judge. Third is related to oath. Fourth, राज्यसभा के अंदर कौन से स्टेट्स और यूनियन टेरिटरी के कितने मेंबर्स होंगे, ये शेड्यूल 4 में है। शेड्यूल 5 के अंदर शेड्यूल एरिया और शेड्यूल ट्राइब एरिया के एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन से रिलेटेड है। शेड्यूल 6 पर्टिकुलर स्टेट ऑफ असम, मेघालय, त्रिपुरा, मिजोरम, चारों याद रखिए, असम, मेघालय, त्रिपुरा, मिजोरम के ट्राइबल एरियाज के एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन कंट्रोल से रिलेटेड है। शेड्यूल 7 जैसा कि आपको पता है 3 लिस्ट हैं, स्टेट, कंकरेंट एंड यूनियन, इस लिस्ट की बात करता है। और शेड्यूल 8 में 22 रिकॉग्नाइज्ड ऑफिशियल लैंग्वेज की हम बात करते हैं। शेड्यूल 9 में जब हम किसी चीज को डाल देंगे तो उसमें क्या नहीं कर सकते हैं, सुप्रीम कोर्ट उसको नल एंड वॉइड नहीं घोषित कर सकता है, फंडामेंटल राइट्स का वायलेशन है ये कहते हुए। तो वैलिडेशन ऑफ सर्टेन एक्ट्स एंड रेगुलेशन के लिए शेड्यूल 9 है। और शेड्यूल 10 में as you know anti defection 1985 52nd कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल अमेंडमेंट, जिसके तहत एंटी डिफेक्शन आयाराम और गयाराम का जो कॉन्सेप्ट था वो खत्म हो, इसके लिए आया था। शेड्यूल 11 एज यू नो रिलेटेड टू पंचायत, 29 आइटम्स जिसपे पंचायत कानून बना सकता है। और शेड्यूल 12 इज अबाउट रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी एंड पावर ऑफ म्युनिसिपैलिटी। प्लीज हैव दिस पोस्टर and please remember the schedule 1 to schedule 12. I will ask you this schedule 1 to 12 in the next class, and you all need to positively reply. If I ask you what is schedule 4, you must say Rajya Sabha mein rajyon ki seat ka batwara. If I tell you what is schedule 8, it's the 22 official languages that is recognized by the Indian Constitution. So in a similar way, if you remember this chart of schedule 1 to schedule 12 and what this schedule says, you will easily answer one or the 2 questions in your Indian polity. So this is all for today, and I'm just stopping screen sharing. So we are 13 left. We started with 19. 6 people felt too boring and they left the class, right?